people getting mad at me for saying I need a new assistant because I just do, and then being like,
why are people upset at you about that?
Because
what were the criticisms?
Well, specifically for my assistant, I said I don't want them. I need them in LA, but I don't want them to make their own content. I don't want an assistant that makes their own content. The reason being is I don't want them over at my house.
Have you found an assistant yet?
I think I have.
I have a recommendation for you.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, we'll talk about it. But
I would be your assistant.
You would be
the worst.
I would hate that.
That was coincidentally Will's recommendation.
Doesn't care about making his own content. That's for sure.
Got him. The whole idea being like a privacy thing where it's like, even if this person went home and streamed League of Legends, you know, they could be like, oh, I was at Cutie's house today and her and Ludwig are in a fight. Like, you know, like, so I just don't want someone that there's plenty of people that are interested in being a PA that doesn't want to make content. That was a big thing people were mad about. Another thing they were mad about is I said, like, has to be okay with doing dishes. I do baking streams on the weekend. I used to be a professional cake artist. As my job is to push the go live button. And so my PA, their job is to try to keep me on camera for as long as I can. So if I'm exhausted and I think, oh, I have 2 hours worth of dishes, I'm going to end early so I can do these dishes. That takes away from camera time. So it's better for PA to do the dishes, just for baking streams specifically. Not like my dishes every day. But even then, if I did want a PA to do my dishes every day, that could be a thing too. There are PAs, they do that. But people are mad. They're like, just hire a dishwasher. And I'm like, I can't hire a dishwasher for 2 hours a week. I'm trying to fill my PA to have 40 hours a week. So
but also you put it down as a lot of people fail to understand this for some weird reason, but like, you know, not that this is about socialism, but people always be like, people don't realize that like you're being upfront about what the job requirement.
Part, right? Yeah, like I'm like,
it's not like you're dropping it on someone and being like, oh, you're my PA now, do the dishes, bitch, let's go. You're
also,
like,
this is a very well-paying job. Like this is not minimum. This is nearly double minimum wage. Like this is like.
You have been upfront with the expectations, and people can choose not to apply if they don't want to.
Yeah, but people were very mad about
like
that.
I get like, I don't know. People have very false notions about like jobs without dignity. It's like minimizing the job itself when you're like, oh, how dare you ask them to do the dishes? I don't really understand it if it's like the requirement. I think that as long as people are paid well. Yeah. As long as they're paid well and they're happy in their position and they have some level of like fulfillment, some level of autonomy as far as like what they can and can't do, what they can set boundaries on.
Can I maybe make a assessment?
Yeah.
Did you label it a PA?
Yeah.
Okay. I think people are upset because they think the term PA means production assistant. And not personal assistant.
Wait, what did I write?
I think PA means personal assistant, but
no, it's
PA would think production assistant.
So in that case,
by the way, production assistants
doing doing dishes for a baking stream, yes.
Yeah.
Doing dishes just randomly, no.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like production assistants would do the dishes on a baking stream.
Oh no, I said personal assistant.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, I think people are just more mad that you're like asking for a personal assistant.
Yeah, people were mad about that. They were like, "Who does this streamer think she is? She like needs a personal assistant. Her life's so hard." And I'm like, "I just put on a show for 500,000 people. I do need help."
A lot of people have personal assistants. I could use one myself, and I don't even work as hard as you.
What would be the purpose for you to have a personal assistant?
There's a lot of inconveniences in my life that a lot of you wouldn't understand.
Oh my God.
You wouldn't trust a personal assistant.
It is funny though because like again, people tell me
I'm
that
thinking about starting a service.
People get mad at me for not having one all the fucking time, and they're like, "Dude, you could have had like someone actually handle this stuff for you ahead of time and make better content." Which, like, albeit is kind of true, but again, I would not have one for that exact same reason. Oh my God, people would fucking destroy me.
It was. I mean, it's definitely interesting. I think it's just hard. People just want to be mad, is what I'm feeling more and more. Like the internet, people are just angry, and it's very defeating. It's like, why are we using this?
I think people feel a lot of despair. There's a sense of despair in the air for them. They feel like their future opportunities are shut off. They will never recover the boomer aesthetic that they looked at. The American dream, white picket fence, a good job with a pension, car. Be able to send your children off to college. That stuff is never going to happen for them. So they get angry and then they lash out at whoever is the most accessible. And people who are extremely online who aren't really like real celebrities, but at least have like the veneer of a real celebrity, even though, you know, with a giant pay cut in comparison to a real celebrity with a lot more work that they put in comparison to like an actor or something. Well, output is also seen as like marginal and silly and dumb and stupid, which, you know, there is some truth to that. We're very accessible, so people make us their target all the time. It happens.
Yeah. I think part of it is you look at a finished product, you look at a public person and see their life. A lot of times you can become envious, especially if things aren't going your way. And there's always that question of like, why them? And obviously there's a luck factor to this, but I think a lot of people ultimately
luck is a huge role in it.
One of the hardest things in the world though is to keep working without encouragement, right? Like a lot of like jobs, like atypical paths in life, there's the gratification of a check, there's the gratification of like moving up a ladder, and ultimately entertainment is very scary because in the fledgling phases of that career, you're that meme of like carving in the dark with the diamonds somewhere down the path. And
it's a gamble.
Yeah, it's a gamble, and it's brutal. I think that's partially the vitriol towards public creators is like you realize the luck and the kind of ridiculousness of celebrity, but also I think anytime you're a public person and you disagree with someone's worldviews, I think it's sometimes hard to have empathy for someone you perceive as having more than you.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.